YouTube, what's good? We are back in the building, back with another video for y'all, man. This should be entertaining. So, as I always say, like, subscribe, add me on Twitch if you don't already have me on Twitch. But this is a YouTube exclusive because Twitch has been acting up today. So, let's go. We're back in the building, you know the vibes.
In the last couple of years, it seems like black people have gotten back into their country music and line dancing roots. And this new song, where they feature the fans going crazy, has the world storming to the dance floor because
my bro got a fan. He wild.
because they want to show off where their fans at. Now, the representative for this song is none other than somebody named Miss Shirley. And when I look it up to learn the steps, I get surprised as hell when I find out who this is.
Y'all mean to tell me this little girl went viral? I'm not even surprised she went viral, but this is where y'all got the dance from? I thought it was an old I thought it was an older person this whole time, bro. That's wild. This is wild.
That is none other than Miss Shirley, and even though she's a little baby, she is going by Miss Shirley. And I like it when the kids are doing the little dances and having a good old fun time, but that will never stop the parents from taking things too far. You see, little Miss Shirley, the 3-year-old baby, has a booking information site. She has a booking information.
I knew it, man. They gonna do anything to monetize their child. Hey, man. Booking information is crazy for a 4-year-old. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. For people to book her to different parties, you know, for them to basically whore her out. Like, I don't know what else to say about this. And I know people are going to think that I'm jumping to conclusions, but from what I'm about to say to you guys, when it comes to this, they are taking this way too far. What had a lot of people taken up in arms is when she went on the Jennifer Hudson show and she did the line dance with Niecy Nash, she really leaned into it. And I mean, to a different level. This toddler who is taking on the moniker of Miss, I don't think that that's a coincidence, seemed to be doing some pretty adult themed dances when it came to this line dance that's sweeping the nation. Now, I know what you're thinking, and you're going to have to look up the clip by yourself. She essentially does that same move where she's throwing the fan and throwing her hip on the other side, but very much leans.
It's just wild that this little girl came up with this dance. That's kind of wild. And you got adults doing this dance. That's the craziest thing. And a 4-year-old started this. That's wild. That is wild. This whole time I thought it was an adult, bro. And I thought what I thought was an adult came up with the dance. And the little girl I guess they just recorded her doing the dance and went viral like that. And that's how she became viral. Because I seen the video. I know which video he's talking about. And it was kind of crazy looking. I was like, why y'all got a kid up here dancing like that? But, yeah, that's crazy. Got a booking agency for a 4-year-old to do a dance. Like, that's going to burn out too.
Into it, even to one point turning completely around so that her butt is being shown on screen. Now, again, I think it's all fine and dandy when this little girl is having fun in her own home. She's doing her dances and stuff like that. And, you know, there's some videos that are being put online because social media is cute and fun. But we do know that there are people online that would take advantage of any and every situation when it comes to kids being vulnerable. Hell, this Miss Shirley situation is very reminiscent of Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was a child actor from from back in the day who ultimately got taken advantage of by all of her handlers and all of the grown ass adults that were around her, even doing some sexually suggestive things to her, downright disgusting behaviors. Look it up, but heed my warning, it's not good. So when I look at Miss Shirley, Little Miss Shirley, or whatever her name is, Janessica, I think that it is very strange the way that her parents are doing her, especially to the point where she's having full-on meet and greets where people can actually pick her up and put this baby in their arms and take pictures with her.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, bro. Nah, I'm not with that, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if that's my daughter, like, nah. Like, it's cool to go viral, but, like, she ain't about to be touring and having booking agencies and all kinds of crap. Like, no, we're not doing that.
This is S-bar. No 3-year-old or 4-year-old should be at any sort of bar ever. And it damn sure doesn't help that the adults are leaning into this. Some of the content that they put out besides the fan dancing for Miss Shirley are very suggestive. And I think a lot of people on the internet would run with it if they got the chance to, which they're having the chance to because the parents are playing into the conversation.
What the hell going on with Lil Shirley? No, I ain't gonna call her Miss Shirley because she's a baby. She's a kid. She's a child. Do you understand what I'm saying? Can you see my ass? Probably not because of the shout. But what I'm saying is, the red dress video, what the fuck is that? Like, I want to know, what is the mama trying to do? Is the mama trying to pimp her out? Who's the mama? I just seen a video with Lil Shirley in a red dress.
Why? Yeah, they trying to milk their daughter. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to eat off her, bro. Like, not in a good way. They trying to use this whole image and dance to make money and go viral and get clips. Like,
Johnny Gill playing in the background, talking about the red dress, put on your high heels. Here she is trying to put her foot in her mama high heels.
That's disgusting.
Then she got the nerve to be trying to put on lipstick. Or I don't care if it's lip gloss, I don't care. Then put the little baby on the wig.
There's 100% a difference between innocent dress up that a child does when they play games and what Miss Shirley and her parents are doing. Putting that suggestive song by Johnny Gill on the back of it while publicly displaying these things for likes and views literally is just disgusting. I cannot stress how disgusting that behavior is. Of course, we're asking, why would anybody want to book a 3 or 4-year-old for any sort of party? But why do they have the ability to book the 3 or 4-year-old for the party as well? Now, there are new laws that are coming out in different states about whether or not children have to be compensated as being content creators based off of their parents, creating platforms or whatnot. And I think that stuff like that is great, but my God, it needs to touch the city ASAPington. We need to bring them fans out and blow the hell out of these parents. Get them the hell up out of here. Now, I'm not somebody who...
Yeah, the parents are bugging. They really lost their mind with this one.
Who is a fan of children being in content or mainstream media as a whole anyway. We've seen situations like the casting call or whatever that docuseries was with the Nickelodeon kids where everybody was being taken advantage of.
I was sleeping on the couch where I would usually sleep, and I woke up to him. I just opened my eyes, I woke up, and he was
We've seen how these people end up as adults with people like Orlando Brown. Hell, we see situations like CJ So Cool where the parents just go to extreme levels of exploiting their kids for the content, and it all ends up bad in my perspective. But there are some levels in which it can be okay. I know a lot of people would think that I'm overreacting, but I promise you, there is no leash on this Miss Shirley content conversation, and I think that people need to start discouraging it or nipping it in the bud as a community before it gets out of hand. can. Because even in her videos where she is just simply sitting down talking, it seems like she is being tasked with, or at least okayed to allow things that a lot of people would not allow for their children to do when it comes to content.
So guys, I'm back and I'm with my girl, Miss Shirley.
What is the tongue out for?
Miss Boots on the ground, Miss Viral,
3, 4, 5
little
times.
4-year-old, right? Yeah.
Why she feels the need to put her tongue out in the interview, I don't know. That's not even a behavior that like a regular kid would come across.
Yeah, they teaching her that stuff, man. They teaching her that stuff, and that's what I said. They're trying to exploit their child, like, because of the dance went viral. They getting all these views, so they probably getting money some way. They trying to get, subscriptions. They trying to get sponsorships and all that. Like, it's crazy. Well, for one dance that went viral, it's crazy.
I feel like somebody definitely put that in her ear. And now we have a situation where she's in music videos. She's being co-signed by the creator of the song. She's literally being used as the prop to push the stuff. This is child exploitation at its finest. We can say that
I just said it.
she has a bright future in entertainment, whatever that even means. Hell, I saw her do the interview and it sounds like she needed a little bit of help talking. But nonetheless, she can have a bright future in the entertainment industry. That does not mean that you need to milk this cow by essentially pimping out your daughter, allowing a 3-year-old to do bookings. And I mean very random bookings. Like, I can call that number right now and get Miss Shirley or little Miss Janice, whatever her name is, to my next birthday party. Now, why would I do that? I wouldn't, because I'm not a sick Negro. But there are sick Negroes out there that would do such a thing. There needs to be a level of guardrails that don't have you just doing anything and everything in order to get clicks, likes, views. You don't need to lean into it. You should put some sort of boundaries on the daughter. I don't even think that this is crazy to say, but I'm definitely looking at the parents for not checking some of this stuff. We know that the internet is nasty. We know that the internet is incestuous. We know that people can and want to do evil and dirty things.
Okay, so I'm not gonna call this baby Miss Shirley because her name's not Shirley and she's not a miss. She's 4. Okay, her name's Lariah, and I need Lariah's mother to come to the front of the congregation because in no one's world is this okay. Okay, if you're gonna exploit your child to this degree, I hope that you know what a Kogan account is, Lariah's mother, because Lariah is entitled to her minimum 15% for all this work that y'all are making her do. And I promise, I'm sure you haven't put no money aside for her because it's not about her. It's about personal gain for you. This is disgusting. And apparently I got an OF account. Apparently she done made an OnlyFans for the baby. A fan page OF account for the baby. Absolutely disgusting. I pray for this little girl because her parents are setting her
Like, what y'all want me to say, man? Like, cooked.
up for failure. They don't give a damn about her. There ain't no way you can care about your child's welfare and safety doing stuff like this. Having your child around a whole bunch of random adults, having random adults touch your child, have your child on their lap. As a mother, this is disgusting.
So not only are you putting these things out there on display, because she could definitely be doing these dances without leaning the hip into it and shaking the back and all this other stuff, but you're then giving people the access to her by offering exclusive content or having meet and greets or private bookings. Like, that shit is just weird. I think we've lost the plot totally. And I know that the recession or the current economic climate has people looking to find ways in order to, further themselves. But this ain't it. Pimping out your kids is not the answer. Let me tell y'all right now, put the fans down and pick the books up, or I am going to pick the phone up and call CPS.
No, for real. Definitely call CPS and definitely get a book, man. Get a book. Read something like this is what y'all need to read, man. Like read The Courage to Be Disliked, because I'm disliking some of you, and the ones who agreeing with the nonsense that's going on with this little girl. She should not be doing any, like, bookings and OnlyFans and all this crap. No. It's cool. The dance was cool. Like, cool. It's going to go by. Like, why are y'all trying to monetize off a 4-year-old child? This whole time I'm thinking it's an adult that came up with the dance. Because mainly adults are doing the dance. But no, it's a kid. And the parents are trying to monetize off the kid. And then when the kid gets like 10, 12 years old, and it's like, where's my money? What y'all gonna do then? Y'all gonna give her the money? Or you gonna sit there and be like, I ain't got it for you? Y'all are cooked, man. The parents are cooked. I don't care what none of y'all say, man. The dance was cool. Parents is cooked. That's cool for in the house, around family and stuff. But you don't need random people contacting your child, touching your child for pictures and all. Like, nah, that's not it, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe. Energy, energy.